I'm being joined by Sudhir Vaid of Concord Biotechnology, and straight away, let's get in a word from him. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to Republic TV. We are talking about the growth story of India. We're talking about the growth story of Gujarat. And we have spoken about how textile and pharma essentially adds to that growth story and how it has always been a driving force as well. What are we looking at in the current scenario as far as pharma and biotechnology is concerned, the push in that sector, and where are we today in terms of India's success story in that sector?
See, as far as biotech is concerned, I think Gujarat has already taken a lead in that. And it is not a question of 1 or 2 years. I think when our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, he was a CM. So this effort was started in 2001, 2002 only. I can say that Gujarat was the first state when, this independent Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission was created. And at that time only, I think the push was given to Gujarat State for the biotechnology. And that was the independent mission which was started during that time. And from that year only, I can say that a number of companies in biotechnology has started. And I can say Concord was the first company to come into that. And it became the first US FDA approved company of Gujarat. And due to the government, the policies are very forward-looking and progressive policies of the Gujarat government. I think Gujarat has taken a lead, and it is going to continue to take a lead in this one. And it is going to contribute a lot, especially after, COVID. You must have seen that API became a household name actually in that. And our government's push was that how we can become Atmanirbhar, and Gujarat is going to contribute a lot in the biotechnology, especially in the fermentation API, to supply and stop, import from China.
How are we looking at in terms of dependability, as you mentioned, on China as well as other countries, and how are we taking those steps in that direction to truly become that Atmanirbhar Bharat that we speak about in the biotechnology?
After the COVID, I think the government has announced number of policy like PLI 1 and PLI 2 was the main. But let me tell you that Concord itself, it was producing 4-5 products. Now they are making 35 fermentation APIs. And now it is not question we are dependent on China. It is a question buy or make. So we have to decide now that. It is not that we are dependent, but certain mature molecules like penicillin, cephalosporin C, erythromycins, and due to PLI policy and clavulanic acid, the number of companies are coming up. They have taken a lead, and I am sure due to this our policies, PLI policies, we are going to take that lead, and it will help in becoming Atmanirbhar Bharat, especially in the fermentation API.
How much are you looking at the R&D as well in this sector for us to become more, to also have that exponential growth that we speak about in the sector, to actually not just be self-reliant, but also to be able to cater to the rest of the world's demands for this?
It's a very good question. R&D is basically, important, especially in the biotechnology sector. Because this is the only, I can say, science where, same reactor can give you 1 kilo and it can give you 10 kg. So you have to just train your strain. So without R&D, I don't think the fermentation industry or the biotechnology industry can, sustain. So for the sustainability of the biotechnology industry, you have to have a R&D and you have to invest a lot. If you see earlier, number of companies were there, especially in the penicillin, erythromycin, cephalosporin. So we were the leader in those products. But as we were single product companies and we did not invest in that, and that was the reason that other, China took a lead. I'll give you one example in penicillin. We were isolating penicillin, but China was isolating in situ the next, intermediate, that is 6-APA. So they started making 6-APA, but we were isolating penicillin. So they were much cheaper as compared to us. And of course, certain policies we have to also take care, because we have seen that when Indian companies start producing some fermentation API, there is a dumping of those products in India. So I think we have to avoid that. I'm sure government is looking into that. And once our companies start producing, number of companies are coming up, I'm sure the government is going to take those steps soon.
Now, on a lighter note, we keep hearing you say this, that you are a biotechnologist and not a businessman. Yes. Why is it that you say it, and what do you mean by it?
Basically, I never thought of coming into business, but when I saw that, yes, it has got an opportunity, and there are no fermentation companies. Basically, this industry was declining, and people had a fear that if you go into this industry, it is definitely not going to pay you. And seeing the JK, Speak, and a number of other companies which closed down. So as a biotechnologist, I thought that let me also look into that. And then certainly with the help of my friend Rakesh Junjunwala, he helped me in this, and I thought let me become an entrepreneur, and I think we worked jointly, and today the results are there, and I can say now I am a businessman plus scientist.
How did that collaboration happen, and if you could share that story of Mr. Junjunwala actually coming to you and then that partnership really thriving?
See, basically Rakesh, with love we always call him Rakesh Bhaiya, and he used to call me Bhai Sahab. So it was a very, story I can say in 2003. We met together, and he invested in Concord. Just it was a sudden. He came to my house, and we, wanted to, invest in my company. And in 2003, that association happened. And from 2003 till date, in 20 years, means he has invested. He has not divested any this equity. And after his death, even so, his family is going to continue with the investment, and that we have, I can say that he has left his legacy, and we are enjoying the same relation with his family what we used to have.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. And of course, we will keep bringing you more such conversations. Keep watching Republic Business.